What's that? Shut up. What's that? Come down to Riverside and film a video for Hummel. Yeah, let's do it. Right, we're not retaking this one more time because we haven't all filmed this and then it didn't film properly, did it? No. Okay. Yeah, so here we are in Middlesbrough, Riverside Stadium to shoot some trainers with the guys from Hummel. So massive thanks to Middlesbrough and Hummel for letting us come down and shoot some shoes. Anyway, welcome back to Annex, me, Danny, and we have got a very, very special guest in today. Some of you will know who he is. We'll get him in anyway. So James, in you come, and we're going to social distance, so we're going to flip a chair in between. So say hello, James.
Hi.
Hello, people. And James is coming on the video today because we have got 4 pairs of Hummel shoes here. There's a pair for me, there's a pair for Lance, rest in peace, and also we've got a pair for James, because James won the competition, and another one, but we're going to keep the other one for somebody else later. So, welcome, how's things going?
Yeah, not too bad.
What we're going to do is we're going to show you the shoes, because the kind people at Hummel, what happened is, over lockdown, we gave away on Instagram Lives, we did a couple of competitions, so we did a higher and lower, and we did pub quizzes. And the guys at Hummel kindly came to us and said, look, we've got you some shoes if you want to give them away for your pub quiz and for the higher and lower. And we were like, fantastic. So James was one of the winners of the pub quiz, is that right?
Yep.
And we've got somebody else who won the higher or lower game. And that was back in end of March, beginning of April,
Yeah,
I think it was.
the early stages of lockdown.
Beginning of April, I think it was. And the shoes arrived last week in July, and today is the 3rd of August. So this is how mad it's been to get stuff out there. So I'm going to show you the shoes. This is what we've got. The guys from Hummel have sent us through 4 pairs of Hummel HB Team Suedes. So here we go. Check these bad boys out. What we're saying about these. Now we've got 4 colours, so we'll go through the colours in a minute and the little story behind each one. Do you want to grab your pair, James? James has won the black and yellow pair, the Hamburgs. So what we're saying about these? What do you think of them?
Yeah, the build quality is really good. Obviously the first time seeing them, the stitching and the paddling is really good. Colour blocking is like nice and simple but effective.
Yeah.
These ones are right up my street, like black and yellow, like if you follow my Instagram.
If you don't follow James on Instagram, make sure you do. His Instagram will have already been popped up. You've got a pop already. Yeah. That's what people always say. Oh, Danny, can I get a pop on the video? I was like, you've got to do something to get on a pop on a video. So if you want to come to Middlesbrough and film a video, then that's what you want to do. But before we get into a bit more details on the shoes, actually, there's a reason why we're at Middlesbrough. Obviously, Middlesbrough is sponsored by Hummel. Check it out. I've got the new tracksuits coming soon. And James is a Middlesbrough fan. From Middlesbrough. Yeah. Supported Middlesbrough all your life. Yeah. And so for you couldn't have been a more better person if I could have picked someone to win it.
It wasn't fixed, by the way.
Yeah, it wasn't fixed. It wasn't fixed at all. But yeah, Middlesbrough have got a massive association with Hummel, obviously sponsoring them this season. But you were telling me before about...
So back in '86, when the club nearly went bust, and they put the padlocks on the Ayson Park gates, Hummel was the sponsor for 3 years in that period. Okay. So it's like a big history behind it. And then '86, '87 when they got promoted with Mowbray, amongst some others as well, Gary Pallister. Obviously Hummel again, so it's ingrained in the club's history. And
the lady from Hummel, Jo, was saying, lady from Middlesbrough, sorry, Jo was saying that she was been negotiating doing the kit. Is it this season? Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, so they went back to Hummel in about 2018 on a 5-year.
Ah, right, is that what it was?
Deal, yeah, and the kits have went down really well, to be honest.
Yeah, and Jo was explaining how she goes over to Denmark and speaks with the designers, and she's got real flexibility and they're really accommodating in what to do to put those little details that make it not just a generic kit, but just to make it like something special for Middlesbrough. Yeah. The detail on this year's kit, what was it?
It's got the coordinates on the back for the Riverside Stadium. It's the 25th year at the Riverside, so it's to
25 years here, wow.
And then the home kit has the Jack Charlton's champions as like a homage to Jack Charlton as well.
Right. Some of the details. Jo was it was brilliant to go to Hummel because they were just, like I say, so accommodating to be flexible with the kit. So yeah, a real close connection. Because I always associate Hummel with football anyway. Yeah. Obviously, my earliest memory was 1992. Do you know Denmark in the Euros, which we've just found out just before we filmed this, that James was born in 1992. I'm like, oh my God. I'm actually 10 years older than you, which is, I know it's hard to believe in it, come people, it is hard to believe. I'm only messing about. But yeah, Peter Schmeichel in the, I can't remember if he just signed for Man United or he just was about to start playing for Man United, but there's the famous kit with the multicoloured kit from the Euros in 92. And that was my kind of first Hummel memory, I guess. And so Hummel for me always meant football, more than any kind of sport or just a fashion brand or anything. Now, over the years, I've seen, like, I think the tracksuit tops, I see loads of people just wearing tracksuit tops casually. You know, there's a lot of people. One of my good friends actually wears a lot of Hummel stuff just casually, and genuinely bumped into the park a couple of days ago and says, oh, I'm doing this thing with Hummel, I'm going to Riverside. He was like, no way. He's like, like mind blowing. He's like, can I come along? I was like, no, you didn't win a competition, so you can't. We're going to go into the history a little bit of Hummel as we go through the shoes, because there's 4 shoes here and they all represent something to do with Hummel. And as we go through, you'll see them, and you can see why there's an association, massive association with football. So I'll start with the first one. This is my pair. These are the Aarhus, and this is the to represent the European not the European headquarters, the Danish headquarters, should I say, in Denmark. And this is like a khaki kind of olive suede upper. Obviously, you've got the iconic chevrons in leather, and seagulls, really, you're killing me, man. And then on the back you've got the Hummel logo on the heel tab, which I think is really good. In fact, I'm guessing they all have, they're all, I didn't know if there's any contrasting ones, so yeah, I didn't pick that up before. So that's the Aarhus. We've got, now all you Adidas boys who cry when we don't do an Adidas video, just for you, we've got some Berlins. Focuses on that, come on my man, there we go. So we've got the Berlin colourway, and again this is for the German headquarters. Again, same panelling, got some great stitching and detailing on the toe, and again you've got the Hummel logo on the heel tab there. I've been for a run this morning. I did like 6k and my hammies were a bit tight, so if I'm grimacing at all, that's why. Sure. Show off, yeah. If you looked at my Strava time, you won't think I was showing off, and I can show you that. We've got the Mesmer in this grey and white, so this is Lance's pair. I don't know why on the, I think that the stitch on the grey pair seems to pop a little bit more. Obviously Mesmer, named after Albert Mesmer, the founder of Hummel. And obviously I'm going to have a seat because I'm really struggling now. But yeah, he started Hummel off by putting studs in shoes. First studied football, but so, and again, I didn't know this. I hold my hands if I don't know things. I've got to research some stuff. He started off by putting studs, and then that's like football as we know it, isn't it? Yeah. You know, and you said, what was the year again? You said
1923.
23, yeah. The first football studs, 1923, by Albert Mesmer, who started it all off. I really like this colourway as well. And then the last one was, this is the Hamburg. So we've got an iconic black, it's focusing on your face, James. We've got a black and yellow colourway on the Hamburgs. Again, all the details are exactly the same. And again, with the same with the B. And it's funny that, because I was wondering where the chevrons came from. And it's, because originally, it's the B, I'll show you on the thing. And then it's the 2 chevrons on the B.
Yeah.
I didn't realise.
When they represent forward motion.
Is it forward? Oh.
Yeah, forward motion. Yeah.
Do you know when you get someone from Middlesbrough who's worn Hummel kits all his life, and I mean, we are both, I mean, I don't think we said it on this one. How long have we known each other? Maybe 2 or 3 years?
3 years.
Something like that. Right. If you're into trainers like we are, if you're watching this video, you are a geek. I don't care who you think you are. You are a trainer geek. I am a trainer geek. James is a massive trainer geek, so it's just one of those things that you get to know all the details about certain brands and things like that. And James, obviously, you work in footwear.
Yeah.
So James,
7 years now. So.
Is it 7 years?
Yeah.
So James has worked. It's sad. It's sad because James is the manager of the Size Middlesbrough store, which closed on Saturday. Saturday, the 1st of August was the last day. Cordoba was the last big release, I guess. And he's going, if you can get in there, At least I'm more flexible than someone. It's not often is that the case. But yeah, James rocking the Cordovas on there. I forgot I've lost my train of thought now. No, we're just talking about being trainer geeks. So yeah, all these little details are like kind of cool. Like, they're kind of important to us people. But yeah, Hummel. Like I said, always a brand that and I'll be completely honest about this, I always like the apparel more than the footwear, if I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think recently, like I've got these ones that we reviewed before. The colours really pop on these, and I know like a lot of people bought some off the back of the review, which is always, don't get me wrong, we like showing what we pick up and stuff, but if we can kind of give you some advice and open your eyes up to new horizons, I guess, and new footwear, that's one of the main things that we do, especially when we're working with anybody can, you know, everyone wants a pair of Cordovas, but open your eyes and check out some other brands as well. Says me who's only bought Adidas and Nike Dunk SBs this year, but
no, that's the beauty of it, isn't it? There's so much variety and choice when you look like as well. It's not always the latest releases and stuff as well. There's some good bargains to be having, some good brands out there.
Yeah, definitely. And on the bargain, so how much do you reckon?
I'm gonna say £75.
75. He's not bad actually. He said 80 on the last conversion. I'm joking. well faked. No, £65 of the suedes. So all the suede ones are £65. They were supposed to be launching in Hannon, but then COVID happened, and then they didn't go to Hannon. So you can pick them up from the shoe. Not any shoe store, but like the shoe, SCHUH, or however it is you spell it. So they're available at Shoe, so you can go into your local shoes, and I imagine most of them will have the suedes in. There's also a leather version that's, I believe, £10 more, it's 75 quid. But I don't know about you, if I think I'm paying £65-75 for some trainers, I think that's just a bit of a billy bargain, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think anything under 100, I know it seems obscene to say that, but anything under £100 I think is a bit of a bargain. When it comes to trainers these days.
It's just a sign of the times, isn't it? The prices just keep sneaking up.
But and that's another thing why I buy Adidas Originals and Dunks, because not many go over. I'm from Yorkshire. I'm the tightest man in the world, right? So that is one of the reasons why I like it. But yeah, just the other little thing about this, it was originally a handball shoe. If we can get the focus on there, come on. So it was originally a handball shoe, and they've slimmed it down a little bit to give it a bit more of that terrace feel. So people will be wearing them going to the football and more casually, I guess. But I like the shape, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully I'll get to wear them on the terrace this season coming up.
Hopefully, if we're allowed back in the stadium. And if not, James, just give us a call. Right? We'll get you in touch with Steve from Hummel, and we'll get you as the only person in the Riverside to watch the game. You can sort that out, can't you? Come on. But yeah, just a big thanks again to the guys from Hummel, especially like Stephen from Hummel, who I have a good connection with, who sorts us out with like the shoes and the tracksuit top. I love the tracky top, by the way, it fits perfectly. And then as well the guys at Middlesbrough who've lent us Riverside Stadium. And when does that happen? When someone lends you the stadium? The only place we couldn't go, and this was to dash James's childhood dreams, is we can't go on the pitch. All right, I'll pan around to the pitch now. It's like a bowling green out there. And we couldn't go up and down the tunnel because they haven't sanitised the tunnel. What times do we live in where you can't run out of the tunnel because we haven't sanitised the tunnel? That is just madness. But yeah, thanks to the guys from Middlesbrough and Hummel for allowing us to come down and film these. Really nice. Go check them out and see. I do think these are my favourite pair. Oh, the one thing we haven't said is the winner for the blue pair. So James won the pub quiz. And you got a pretty high score to be fair. I think we did out of 20. Did you get 15 out of 20?
Something like that. I think I only got 2 or 3 wrong.
Maybe. Yeah. There wasn't many, and a lot of it was annex-based quizzes as well. So it wasn't just general. We had trainers, we had music, we had all sorts of bits and bats, trivia, varied, wasn't it? Yeah, just to try and mix it up, and he just smashed it. And then we had Megan, who won the pair of Berlins. She won higher or lower. We did a higher or lower with the deck of cards. People were getting like 9 or 10, and that was like anyone going to get higher or lower than 9 or 10 in a row? Megan smashed out 23, I think it was, or 26 in a row. Quite half a deck of cards, higher or lower. Mad. It was unbelievable. The only unfortunate thing is Megan's other half, because these don't go down to Megan's size, these don't go down to a 4. Megan's other half is Liam, Adidas Manchester collector, who won the Adidas Kilns before, and who has won some ZX 750s before, Andrew has won numerous cups. He's like the luckiest guy in the world. I'm getting him to put the lottery numbers on for me this weekend. But just make sure, Meg, that Liam buys you a pair back for you giving him these. Or hold on to him until he does that. So well done, Megan. I think that's it for this one. Certainly on these. I can't think what else is coming out, to be honest. Shanghai for me. Yeah. Obviously, but I don't know when it's coming out. Yeah, can you stop asking me when Shanghai's coming out? I have no association with size whatsoever. Bother Luke Matthews, bother Binsey. You know, don't be texting and DMing me saying when's Shanghai coming. I do not know. So stop it. And even if someone told me, I won't tell you anyway. What else have we got coming out?
The Gaza.
Oh yeah. The Gaza Gazelles, obviously. We may have a preview coming very soon on the Gaza Gazelles, but I'm not saying that for certain. We are maybe recreating the infamous 96 goal with yours truly. Maybe, if I'll be able to do it. Easy peasy, man. I'm not bothered about the Gaza, it's the Van Basten afterwards. That's I mean, how many attempts am I going to have to take to get the Van Basten volley in? I mean, I could be there all day, so in fact, I might use the Riverside and get the floodlights stuck on, because down in the local park ain't going to cut it, I don't think. So we've got the Euro Pack, and we've got the the size continuing their 2020 series as well. I can't think of anything else from other brands. Or
no, there's a lot to fit in before the end of the year, though. So
there is
I imagine it'll pick up.
And a lot of brands now, you'll see it happening. Are doing like 2 weeks, so they'll only preview it for 2 weeks, so they won't do it. Like a lot of the size stuff we've known for months, haven't we? But a lot of other people are keeping it back and then just dropping it with like a week notice or 2 weeks notice. So that's maybe why it feels like there's not a lot coming out, but there will be. Believe me. So save your pennies. I know of a few things coming out that I'm definitely saving my pennies for, but I'm not telling you that because I don't want you going in and buying them before me. So just once again, thanks to the guys at Hummel. Thanks to Middlesbrough for lending us the stadium. Thanks to James for taking a break out of his working day, packing up size Middlesbrough to come down and film at the Riverside. It's been fantastic. Great to see you, mate. Congratulations on the win. And I think that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you next time. Bye. Yeah, you got a wave.